Welcome or welcome back to Rumor Society. On this channel, we share our opinions on social media stories and headline news. Now let's get into today's story. Alright, y'all, so today we're going to be watching this lady's divorce crash out. This lady is pissed off and she felt like crashing out. So we're going to go ahead and take a listen.
Let's have a post-divorce crash out together. I have been holding in so fucking much. I just have to let it out. I think it's the only way I'm going to move on. My biggest frustration in divorce is the fact that, my husband and I were together since, we were in high school. Growing up, we always had the exact same circle of friends, right? So we've all been friends for, call it 20 plus years now, since middle school. Through my divorce, my friends apparently decided to pick sides. But I don't know. So I have a whole lot to say. I've thrown a lot of baby showers, diaper parties, wedding showers, been in multiple weddings and everything else. But yet they all seem to have forgotten that I did a lot for them. And I'm not doing this to gain praise. I'm doing this because I just want to know what the fuck I did. So I don't think I did anything. I'm going to be honest. But here's where we're going to crash out. Let's just let it all out. Let everyone know how I really feel. We'll start with Big Nick, right? Hey, Big Nick, don't forget, you would be still in a trailer factory working a dead-end job, busting your ass all day, every day, and hating your life if it wasn't for me giving you a job. Just remember, you would not be part owner or whatever you and Scott have planned together without me. I'm the one that recommended you. I'm the one that spoke so highly of you that he gave you the opportunity.
I'm going to pause her real quick. I had no idea she was going and dropping names. The name drop threw me for a loop. Everybody about to be catching strays.
Started out as part-time, now you're full-time. I love that for you. I love that for your family. But you wouldn't be there without me. And let's not forget, I forgave you after everything you did to your wife. You know that one time you got caught sleeping with your wife's best friend, who also was your best friend's wife? Ooh, funny how that works. You just forgot about it. But I didn't. I sure as hell didn't. And then let's move on to his wife, Taylor. Taylor, you've always been kind of a bitch. I think you've always been kind of from my understanding, according to your husband, is a little jealous of me for whatever reason, just because your husband was one of my best friends. And I don't get why, but you always gave this mean girl mentality and I just wasn't here for it. Did we have fun together sometimes? Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. That's all I really have to say about you. I don't have a whole lot of beef with you. I'm going to be brutally honest. It's more so of, you completely, the two of you have completely abandoned me. Haven't heard a word from you in over a year. And it's not a bad thing necessarily, but it sucks. So then we're going to move on to our good friend Tisha. Tisha, fuck you for encouraging me to have an affair while I was going through some of the deepest, darkest points of my life.
Pause. Tisha encouraged you to have an affair? You are a grown woman. What do you mean she encouraged you? Did you actually follow through with the encouragement? I hope not.
Because you were having an affair for 10 years with a married man?
What?
Doesn't mean that you should encourage other people to do the same. You are an evil person. I will stand my ground on that. You are not mentally right. And I really don't want you around my kids, to be honest, because I do not want that around my kids. And the fact that my ex-husband hangs out with you, knowing that A, you had an affair for 10 years on your husband, who is his best friend, and B, knowing that you encouraged me to have an affair. I showed him the text. He knows. He's not blind. He knows. Tisha. And to JT, your husband, I don't have a whole lot to say about JT. For the two of you, I hosted diaper showers, birthday parties. How many times did I come with a birthday cake? How many times did I come over for holidays and everything else? And it was all because of me. Nick didn't do shit. It was all me. But you guys seem to have forgotten that. JT, I do hope the best for you. I think you're ridiculously stupid for staying with your wife. I'm going to be honest. If you want to be mistreated your whole life, that's on you. And I really do hope she gets the help she deserves. I don't really know that she deserves it, I'm going to be honest. But I really do hope she gets help because I feel bad for those boys. They're going to be mentally fucked up too. And your boys are so sweet, and I do miss the hell out of them every single day. But again, I know you guys hate me, which is fine because I outed your wife's affair and you didn't want anyone to know about it. But someone had to tell you. And then we're going to move on to Austin and Melissa. Again, I babysat your kids, or your child, one kid. I hosted diaper parties, baby showers, everything you guys ever needed. I was there, which you guys didn't need much, and I'm thankful for that. You guys were super great friends. Melissa, I ran into you the other day, and you acted like you didn't even know me. That's great. Love that for me. Especially because I considered you one of the most realest people in our friend group. It really hurt. It sucked, but it is what it is. Austin, we've been friends since middle school. Gary, we haven't always been like the closest per se, but we've been friends for a long time. And the fact that I haven't heard from you since the one day you said like something along the lines of, I don't even remember what it was at this point. But, and then when Nick came to get his stuff and he brought an officer and everything because he's over dramatic. Yeah, you were there and it sucked because not once did you reach out to me and say anything. Not once at all. Oh.
It made me think Nick was telling them stuff for everybody to basically shun her and pick Nick's side. They're all on Nick's side. He was sitting there pillow talking and gossiping about you to his friends. And then they in turn started gossiping about you to their wife. This is giving very much high school.
Moving back to Nick Hughes, or Big Nick, I should say. Fuck you for knowing everything you knew. That one just sits hard in my chest. Especially considering the fact that you were literally my best friend. Everybody thought for sure it was going to be you and I that ended up together, like, since middle school. I mean, they called us the husband and wife in French class for a reason. Yeah, still stings. Yeah, so, moral of the story is, fuck everybody. I don't know what I did to deserve any of this, and fuck my husband for having an affair. Nick's never going to admit that he had an affair, but he did. It was someone who I considered to be one of my best friends.
What?
And he lied to my face about it once I found out, because he didn't want to hurt me, and neither did she. Well, it hurt even more to find out it was true later on. 4 years later, to be exact.
4 years?
The fact that you could lie to me for 4 years is disgusting.
Ooh, sure.
Actually, let's go ahead and throw my mother-in-law in there, too.
Ooh!
And my nieces, or technically Nick's nieces and Nick's mom. Everything that was ever done for you guys, all the housework and everything we did, all the car parts we helped with, all the everything, all the money we've given you guys over the years, wasn't because of Nick. It wasn't because of Nick at all. It was because of me. You're welcome. I advocated for all you guys. I went to all your events that I could. I was there for you guys through everything. How many gymnastics meets was Nick at? How many volleyball games was Nick at? How many times did Nick go watch you cheer? None.
This is a toxic mess, and this is why you don't overextend yourself to people. I understand when you get married, their family become your family, their friends are your friends. At the end of the day, that's still his family and his friends. Yeah, y'all was cool since y'all was younger. Clearly they had pics, and it was not you, ma'am.
I was always there cheering you on. Even when I found out that those lovely nieces of mine were the one feeding my child vapes and everything else. Vapes, weed, everything. I was still there for you guys. I was still nice to you guys. But instead, you guys act like you don't even know me anymore. And it sucks. And you act like my kids don't even know you anymore. Like, that's sad. You guys have grown up as cousins, for Christ's sakes. Like, come on. And then, let's go back to my lovely husband. We're going back a lot today, because we have a whole lot to say. How do you raise a child for 16 years and then abandon him like you never even knew him? How do you do that?
Damn.
You raised him since he was roughly a year old, and now you act like he's never been a part of your life. Didn't even tell him happy birthday. Nothing. That's shitty. Like, that's really shitty. You've become someone that I don't even know. Like, it's honestly disgusting. And don't get me wrong, to everybody watching this, I fucked up in my marriage too. Again, I just admitted I had an affair. My husband had an affair first, but it's not a pissing contest. We both had affairs. We both fucked up in our marriage. I regret every single second of mine. I have a lot of regrets in life, but I'm working through those. But to all my friends who I've been calling my friends for the past 15, 20 years, fuck you guys. I haven't heard from any of you guys in over a year, year and a half. Every time you see me in public, you act like you don't even know me. And you don't even know my kids. And it's disgusting. And the fact that you keep Nick in your life after knowing everything is even more disgusting to me. Like, I don't even have words for it. I hope you all the best. I really do. I hope all your kids the best, because your kids are still like number one priority in my life, even though it's from afar. But the rest of you, I kind of hope you burn in hell. Okay, that might be a little harsh. I kind of hope you have a rough life. I don't want anybody dead, but I hope you have a rough life. Okay, bye.
Girl. Oh my goodness.
Let's have a post-divorce crash out together.
It's the ex-mother-in-law and the nieces catching strays for me. I mean, people do pick sides when it comes to divorce. It's not right. It is kind of hurtful. Sometimes it does suck finding out that you were never the favorite, you know? This is a follow-up that she posted a couple hours ago. So we're going to go ahead and take a listen.
Well, that was a friggin' pleasant surprise to wake up to this morning. Thank you for all the support and the kind words and even like the hard words. I don't expect support from everybody. I'm not really looking for support. That's not at all what I was doing. I was looking more for just a way to get the pressure off my chest and to communicate. I kind of use TikTok as like my personal diary, if that makes sense.
Y'all need to stop.
Or maybe like some people call it like a FaceTime with a bestie kind of thing. But either way, never in a million years did I think that this was going to blow up the way it did. And I'm super thankful. One thing I am really sad about, though, is how many of us resonate with this. Like, you guys, we have all got to be fucking better human beings, please. Like, clearly we all suck and we need to do better. But also, one thing I want to make very clear. I wish no harm on any of these people involved. I wish them the best in life. I hope nothing but the best for them.
She had to come on here and say this just in case people found out like who they were and started sending them death threats.
Kids especially, like the kids are always going to be first and foremost, in my opinion, because kids don't really get a say in anything. And then also, I want to make sure that you guys don't go try and find these people.
Like what I said.
Did they do wrong to me personally? Yes. But that doesn't mean we need to go hunt them down and freaking egg their house or whatever people do anymore. Like, that's not cool. I'm the kind of person that like, if I still see somebody I genuinely don't like, I will just walk by and say, hey, how's it going? And then just keep walking. I don't wish anybody harm. I don't hate anybody. Hate's a very strong word, and I can genuinely say I do not hate one person in this world. It was just a post. It was Sunday right after church. My chest was heavy as we were talking about change and relationships and some other things, and I just freaking blew a gasket, I guess. Moral of the story is, be better friends. Let's all do better. Hold yourself accountable. And please don't go looking for these people. I do have more to come, though, so I will follow up after work. Bye.
More to come. Girl, is more? I'm curious to know if maybe they saw her post and said something. That's why she came on here saying, please don't go hunt them down. This is a more recent follow-up. She posted this 3 hours ago. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
Good morning. I'm still working on how I want to navigate the story time of all this. I figured I'd go through and answer some commonly asked questions on my way to work this morning. So let's have at it. I'm going to start with one that kind of pisses me off. I'm going to be honest. Is how is my oldest child not my ex-husband's? Well, let's all be adults here and use our brains. I got pregnant with my oldest child very young. I was 16 years old. And he's a blessing. It was my sophomore year of high school. His dad and I were in a very committed relationship. Had him the beginning of my junior year, and I got with Nick the beginning of my senior year. So, girl, that's the math on that. So stop.
What committed relationship you was in at 15, 16? What? Y'all be doing a lot at a young age, honey. Committed relationship at 15. Okay, girl.
Figure out and stop calling me a fucking hoe for having a kid before I got with him in high school. It's fine. It is what it is, you guys. Riley's dad and I get along great. We co-parent great. We are navigating a lot of difficult things right now, but we're handling it very well together. And his stepmom is great. I have no complaints. We are very blessed. And then there's the whole aspect of where is everybody now? Everybody is, well, I'm sure they're kind of scrambling right now a little bit because I ran my mouth. But at the same time, they're all supposedly happy, even though I know they're not. Before even all this came out, they were especially two girls specifically that I can speak of, always posting random shit that you knew they weren't happy. Honey, the writing is on the wall, so stop trying to blame your unhappiness and everything on me right now. Yeah. So there's that. They're living their fake happy lives and acting like they do no wrong because supposedly they don't. And then another commonly asked question is what do I do for work? I work in wealth management. I'm going to leave it at that because y'all be nosy bitches. Y'all don't need to know where I work or what I do.
How we nosy? Wait a minute. Now, I'm taking offense because how are we nosy? You came on the internet and spilled all your tea. We didn't go knocking on your door like, hey, can you tell us da 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 da? No, you came on here and wanted to crash out. And then we sat down with our cups of coffee, our tea. We sat down and listened to you.
I should probably go make my Facebook profile private. And I just said that out loud. But yes, I work in wealth management. I do work like a 9 to 5 kind of thing. And can y'all just leave my job out of this? How are my kids handling the divorce is another commonly asked question. They're doing pretty well. Riley has some struggles deeper than just my divorce. So there's a lot going on there. But being a kid anymore is fucking hard. Like, I'm so glad social media wasn't such a big thing when I was in school because kids are dicks. And then
now what if Riley see now you talking too much. Riley start catching strays because his mammy was running him off. You wanted to be messy, calling out everybody. What if their kids start going after Riley, taking it out on Riley?
Good one. Benny, Benny, my youngest one. That kid's living his best life. His daddy is buying his love. There's no denying that shit. Like, and it's fine. I love it for Benny to an extent. Nick has bought his own house, and it seems to be a beautiful home. And then he also has bought like a golf cart and electric scooters and everything else to kind of like reel Benny in, and it's working. I don't care. What he does at his house is his house. What he does at my house is my house. Like, I just don't care. If anything, I'm like, buddy, let your daddy pay for that shit. Like, mama balling on a budget. So, and I'm big on experiences. I would so much rather take my kids on a trip around the world than buy them a go-kart or a golf cart or whatever. Like, that's just not who I am. And so I'm glad that, like, through this divorce, he's getting the best of both worlds. I'm thankful. For co-parenting, we do let Benny kind of pick and choose where he wants to go. Per my divorce decree, Nick is entitled to 8 overnights a month. But Benny is 11, almost 12, and he, in my opinion, is pretty mature for his age. So if he's like, hey, I want to go to dad's, I'm like, all right, like, as long as your dad's cool with it, like, go. And it's worked out really well for us so far, and so I'm going to keep rolling with it. Like, it's cool. Another commonly asked question that I've seen is, someone, like, a couple people asked what I drive. It's just a Volkswagen Tiguan, guys. Like, again, mama balling on a budget, but it does have a nice sunroof. Hey. If you haven't caught on yet, I love the sun. Like, it's my favorite thing ever, so mandatory. And I also drive a Jeep, too, because I'm a basic white girl. Let's call it what it is. I think that's all I've got for right now, you guys. I'm extremely overwhelmed. If everyone could keep, like, the shit talking to a minimum, I would appreciate it a lot. Like, if the story's not for you, it's not for you. That's fine. Stop saying I'm trying to do this for a pity me party, because I'm not. What I'm trying to do is just hold everybody accountable in their life. None of us hold each other accountable anymore, including ourselves. And so I think it'd be sweet if we could use this as an example of, like, let's be real, let's be raw, and let's take credit for what credit is due. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I had an affair, my husband had an affair, everyone in this story's had an affair. Like, let's make it a thing where we just admit our faults and do better. You can't be better, or you can't do better to be better. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. Let's do better as a society, because the amount of people that resonate with this video is disgusting. Like, there's no reason why 50,000 of us should be like, oh my God, I have a similar story. Like, no, let's stop making this a thing, and let's stop assuming it's okay, or whatever, acting like it's okay if a man fucks up, but if a woman fucks up, that we have to, like, throw her to the torches. No, stop. Just fucking stop.
Alright, y'all, we gonna send Miss Sierra on her way. I'm glad she did kind of like a little FAQ to answer questions that were on my mind as well. That was good to hear. She did say she'll come back and do a story time regarding the entire thing. I'm assuming it's gonna be about the actual dissolve of her marriage. She might talk more about the cheating and everything on both sides. I am gonna go ahead and wrap the video up here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.